Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to school. Today is Tuesday, February 22nd, 2022. Look, it's 2/22/22, and it's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. Look, it's Tuesday. I put here Tuesday, or you could spell it out Tuesday. You put the apostrophe because it's possessive. It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Monday, then Tuesday. We had Monday off for President's Day. So it's Tuesday. Really, it's Tuesday during the week, but it's also Tuesday. All right. Happy Tuesday to you. Hey, that doesn't happen very often, right? That you get 2/22/22 and on a Tuesday. All right, pretty special day. I hope you're ready for a special day of learning. Hey, as you get started on this wonderful week of learning, hope you had a great 4-day weekend as part of our President's Day celebration, celebrating our presidents. Actually, this is George Washington's birthday. February 22nd is his actual birthday. George Washington was, of course, our first president. As you get started on this terrific Tuesday of learning, on our lunch menu today, what do we got today? Oh my goodness, cheeseburger and potato smiles. Nothing like potato smiles on a Tuesday, right? Also, you could have a turkey and cheese sandwich if you like. So cheeseburgers or turkey and cheese sandwich today on our lunch menu. You know, last week we talked a little bit with SOAR about safety, ownership, acceptance, and respect each day. So today we're gonna go back and talk about it again. Today we're gonna emphasize safety. All right, back to the S in SOAR, safety. So we want to talk about being safe with each other, safe for ourselves, and we want to make sure that our school is a safe and supportive place for people to be able to play and to learn together. So today in SOAR, we're passing out SOAR tickets for those that are showing safety. I've got the SOAR tickets from last week I'm going to do in just a minute, but I had a couple more announcements. Hey, are you interested in the yearbook? Look at that. Yearbooks are now on sale. They're $18 each. Their order forms, you can pick them up in the office. Again, yearbook order forms are available now. So if you'd like to pre-order, you may do so. We usually have a few left at the end. But if you want to make sure you get a yearbook this year, pick up the envelope and get that turned back in. Again, yearbooks are $18. Hey, hip, hip, hooray. Look who's counting to 100 today. Nice job. Look at that. Maddie Springer in Mrs. Wheatley's class. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, Maddie, congratulations. You can come on down and pick up this certificate as well as your wristband for counting to 100. By the end of the year, all of our kindergartners will be counting to 100. It's one of their goals that they have in kindergarten, and they're all working hard to get there. Remember, once you get there once, you still want to keep counting to 100. Then when you get in first grade, you're trying to count to 120. So again, as we grow and learn through the years of our schooling, we learn a little bit more and a little bit more, and we get even better and better. And you know how we do that? Practice. That's right, with some practice. All right. Also, this month is Black History Month. I've got two individuals I'd like to share with you. This one here, first of all, this is Phyllis Wheatley. She lived a long time ago. You know, we talked about George Washington. She lived back in that time. Okay, when our country was first starting. So she actually, she was an American author who was the first African-American author of a published book of poetry. She was actually born in West Africa, and she was sold into slavery at the age of about 7 or 8, and then transported to North America, to the Americas, where she was bought by the Wheatley family of Boston. So that's how she got her last name of Wheatley. So she was in West Africa, she was captured and made a slave, brought over, and she was sold to a family in Boston, the Wheatley family. From there, she learned to read and write, and they encouraged her when they saw her talent for writing and poetry. So she went on a trip to London in 1773. That's before we became a country, the United States. And she went to London with her master's son, seeking publication of her work. So you have to go and try and publish your writings. And she met a lot of people there, and they actually published her writing in London. And it brought fame to her in both England and in the American colonies. Again, the first African American author of a published book of poetry, or man or woman. And that brought her fame, and actually figures like George Washington praised her work. So George Washington was one of the people that read her writings and praised her work. And after a few years, after a few years later, American poet Jupiter Hammond praised her work in a poem of his own, and she was emancipated, that means freed, by her masters shortly after the publication of her book. So she was bought into slavery, and then she was freed or emancipated by those people that bought her shortly after the publication of her book. Very well-known author. Again, first African-American published author in the United States, Phyllis Wheatley. Pretty cool. The other person I wanted to share with you is Dr. Otis Boykin. See how it says setting the pace? You know why? He helped create the pacemaker, which people then have implanted if they have heart problems. So he's responsible for inventing an electric resistor that's used in guided missiles, computers, radios, TV sets, and other electronic devices. So it's an electric resistor that helped with the electrical flow. And it also helped reduce the cost of those things like computers and TVs and radios and things like that because of what it was able to do. He also invented a control unit for heart stimulators. His contribution to pacemaker technology saved many lives. So again, that's Dr. Otis Boykin, who helped make not only the pacemaker, but other resistors that we then had in our computers and TVs and radios. Pretty cool. So we'll be putting those two individuals up on our Black History Month wall. I hope you get a chance to go over and check that out. Hey, the last thing I want to do is share the SOAR tickets with you. If you hear your name, come on down and get your brag tag. Again, thank you for working hard to be safe, own your actions, accept others, and be respectful. First of all, from Mrs. Adams' room, we have Emily. Miss BP's room, we have Dariana. In Miss Shepherd's room, we have Caitlin. Mrs. Veely's room, we have Penelope. Miss Fungoni's room, we have Ashley. In Miss Schott's room, we have Ellie. In Miss Shinstrom's room, we have Jason. In Miss Burrow's room, we have Eli. In Miss Young's room, we have Everly. In Mrs. Fuller's room, we have Angela. In Miss Muller's room, we have Helen. Miss Haynes' room, we have Giselle. In Miss Tenney's room, we have Chloe Lopez. Her last name's on there. Miss Gadd's room, we have Bailey. Miss Harper's room, for lunchroom behavior, we have Caleb. In Miss Carlson's room and with Miss Lindgren, we have Ellie. And then in Miss Slater's classroom, we have Addison. All right, congratulations to those students. If you heard your name, come on down and pick up a brag tag. Again, this week we'll be doing SOAR as well. Today we're focusing on safety. All right, boys and girls, let's have a great day of learning together. Remember, at Frylands Elementary School, we respect everyone's feelings and property and their right to learn and be safe. Have a wonderful day, boys and girls, and always remember, your Frylands family cares about you. Teachers, please lead your students in the Pledge of Allegiance. Have a terrific Tuesday. See you soon.